Hello and welcome. My name's Natasha. For those who haven't stumbled across one of my videos before, welcome. I am not going to be sharing a practice today as such, well, with this video anyway. It will be more of a little bit about me, my journey, and how I have started creating an income from teaching yoga. So I live on the east coast of Australia. I have been teaching for about 2 years and practicing yoga for about 8 years, I would say. I've done trainings in Yin Yoga, Hatha, Vinyasa, and I'm currently doing a training in Kundalini Yoga as well. Initially, I fell in love with Yin Yoga and exploring that for myself without having any intentions at all to be a yoga teacher. It was the process that unraveled from there that unraveled me and what I'm really here to do in this life and share. So initially, Yin Yoga was just a way to calm the body and the mind from what felt like a stressful moment in my life. And it really helped to do just that, to bring myself into more balance and harmony. And when that started to happen, so too did parts of my life. The realization that the path that I was on wasn't serving me any longer, and things just naturally started to change and drop away, and that cycle of life, death, rebirth definitely was becoming more and more prominent in my life at that time. So it led me down to a path of healing myself, what I thought was just the healing of that moment, but soon realized it was the healing of so much more than that lifetime of things, perhaps. And when I started to unpack and unravel, when I started to step onto my path, and a path that did light me up and a path that I, wanted to be there for, show up for, just naturally I wanted to then show up for others too and share this with them and teach people that they too can heal whatever it is they need to heal. They too can move or flow or change their lives in whichever way really filled their hearts. We're never stuck, constantly moving, energy in motion, and teaching people that process is okay and that process is life, and getting onto that path maybe over and over again, that continues to light you up. So that's kind of how I fell in love with the idea of teaching yoga. I wanted people to feel what I was feeling, and teaching for me has allowed me to overcome so many limitations that I've put on myself, my mind has put on me. It's allowed me to overcome or move from self-doubt to self-belief. And it's definitely a tool, or rather a ability to strengthen over and over and over again. And that's only by doing the things that scare you, doing the things that feel uncomfortable, and proving to yourself that you can overcome it all. You can move from the doubt to the belief, no matter how small or big the situation is, we all have the potential to move and shift from those limiting beliefs to the unlimited boundlessness nature that we all are. So not only that, in doing that, building confidence within myself in so many different ways, even just being in front of people and a camera and just things like that, building that confidence, that personal power, that that power from within that we all have to be able to step on the path that we all deserve. So teaching and practicing has kind of cultivated and still is strengthening that for me. It's also created discipline, for sure, for showing up for things even when you may not feel like it, or once again, even if they scare you or you feel uncomfortable, just building that discipline within yourself and so you can achieve more and more with your life and basically come to a point where you have shown yourself your unlimited potential and your boundlessness, and that anything's possible, because it is. So again, still a practice. I'm still a student and it's still unraveling. But so far, just little hints and snippets of all of that just have stoked and built a fire within me that I need to share. So more people can be the best version of themselves that they can be. So my teaching journey as such so far, obviously I have done trainings, and as I said earlier on, initially didn't have the intention at all to teach and share. It was just a training that I wanted to do in yin yoga to deepen my practice and my understanding for myself, and then that soon changed. So from that, went into a 200-hour training, which covered vinyasa, a bit of hatha, and again, a little element of yin. Since then, have also done an advanced yin training and currently doing a kundalini training. There's been workshops and events and things like that and retreats that have all contributed to learning how to teach yoga and deepening my practice so that can be shared. It never really stops at the accredited hours that you pay for. You're constantly learning and deepening your practice if teaching is something that you want to do, to be the best version of a teacher, sharer of yoga that you can be. So after all of the trainings, well, not really after all of them, they've all continued on even once I started, but in terms of sharing practices, initially started with just family and friends in my house, a few mats down, people willing to trust in me and explore the practice themselves and hear what I had to share. And so it started there in the home, sort of a few outdoor events with family and friends as well. You don't need much space at all, and a space for a mat and however many people are willing to give you a chance and hear what you have to say and connect to your energy. So started with family and friends, and that moved into a local studio offering donation-based classes in which I shared there. Donation-based classes in studios, and this is kind of where the money aspect of it starts to come in. Not that that is the main reason, but if you want yoga to be your main source of income, we live in a world where we have to mostly pay for food, pay for rent, all of those bits and pieces. So, and you've paid all of this money perhaps for your trainings too. So you kind of want to, get what you deserve. Money is worth. So donation-based classes started to unravel, and when I and the local studio, I guess, could see that I was ready for more, got put on the timetable there, and classes kind of initially started at maybe 3 or 4 classes a week, building up to more than that now, and also putting your hand up for cover classes as much as possible, really, when you're a new teacher, with respect to you and your energy. You want to be popping your hand up and getting the teaching experience, and really the bulk of the knowledge and the education in terms of running a class and being with students is when you are there in the class with the students. So that's where you learn the most. Paid classes, and they were grouped to start with, and then confidence built to be a private instructor too. So working with private clients there. And you can most of the time hire out a space. Otherwise, if they're willing to practice outside, outdoors, free space, if you're willing to have them in your home, free space. Group private events, and that can be just little workshopy events that you hold at your local studio, a local space, and it can be anything that you want it to be, an energy-based workshop where you're sharing a particular energy that's floating around at the moment, or you go really deep into a particular pose or sequencing, or just something that you've learned along the way that you are passionate about sharing, and can create a workshop that speaks to it, that will go a little bit deeper into whatever topic or pose or whatever that you're wanting to share. Events, videos have started to come in. I'm here doing YouTube and wherever else this video is going to go. And the way I've kind of promoted that is mostly through Instagram. I've printed flyers out here and there and popped them in my classes, or at local caravan parks and holiday places and things like that. Just put out there that there are classes and things going on in the area. Networking, so attending events yourself, meeting other like-minded people and teachers too. The possibilities are really endless. I guess the advice that I have and can give is figure out what you're passionate about sharing and share from your heart. And if I can do it, even if it's yoga or something else that you're, wanting to share with the world, don't feel necessarily confident enough to just yet. But if I can do it, then you can do it. You just need to feel it. You need to see it with your mind's eye and believe it. Believe in yourself. Anything is possible, and you have absolutely got everything you need to make it so. So good luck. Any questions, drop a comment. Please feel free to share this video. I would love to connect. Good luck. Thank you. Namaste.